time has come to say goodbye to our favorite television show, Game of Thrones. Goodbye, Westeros. Goodbye, King's Landing. Goodbye, Tyrion Lannister. Goodbye, Jon Snow. Let's check out some of our favorite highlights from this year's season. Be warned, if you haven't seen Season 2, spoilers ahead.
In order to satisfy an unyielding desire to talk about all things Game of Thrones, we've gone through every episode and narrowed down the best moments of Season 2. Number 1. Melisandre and the Birth of the Shadow Assassin.
From Episode 4, Garden of Bones.
Melisandre giving birth to the Shadow Assassin is your first real glimpse into the sorceress's actual abilities.
This is a real chance for the mysticism behind the Lord of the Light to be solidified as actual magic and not complete hooey.
If Melisandre can birth a shadowy creature to assassinate Stannis Baratheon's enemies, what else could she do?
Mega Shock points awarded to this moment. The season was so good up until this point, but this moment cranked up the awesome and made us really, really excited for the magic potential yet to come.
Number 2. Anyone can be killed.
You say he can't be killed.
Do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
From Episode 5, The Ghost of Harrenhal.
The script writing of Game of Thrones never ceases to amaze us, and the exchange between Tywin Lannister and Arya Stark is a prime example of goosebump-inducing dialogue.
Here we see Arya embracing her limited potential to change the world around her. Aside from staying alive, she will learn as much as she can from one of the most dangerous men in Westeros, and the direct enemy of her family, Tywin Lannister.
Though in a precarious position, she will not hide her intelligence or her conviction.
What is most remarkable for fans of the books is the switch. Tywin instead of Roose Bolton as Arya's master, and the ability that HBO writers have to rectify change with the meta plot.
Number 3. Some family love, Jaime Lannister and Alton Lannister.
You'll have to die.
From Episode 7, A Man Without Honor.
Jaime Lannister. You love to hate him, but you just do. After a long, heartfelt conversation with his cousin Alton, Jaime brutally murders him in order to escape Robb Stark's camp.
As a viewer, you really understand how removed Jaime is from emotions, and how devoted he is to Cersei and returning home.
Even after he mashes Alton's face to a pulp, you somehow still enjoy the character of Jaime Lannister. Number 4. Lord something.
An History of the Great Sieges of Westeros by Archmaster Chevalethan.
Gvaltish.
From Episode 8, The Prince of Winterfell.
Did we mention how amazing the writing of Game of Thrones is? This scene between Tyrion and Bronn is a real gem, and its slow pacing is a great build-up to the fast-paced action of the following episode.
Although all of the writing in the series is usually heavy and drama-filled, there are sprinkles of humor amongst the high tension.
All of the siege preparations are highly realistic. Despite the magic and the dragons, we see how rooted in history and reality Game of Thrones is.
A good old-fashioned siege can really shake things up.
Number 5. Give me a name, any name.
Give a name, any name.
Jack and Hagar.
From Episode 8, The Prince of Winterfell.
So obviously, as the season progresses, the tension gets built up, the stakes get raised, and the episodes get chock full of moments that we raved about.
Episode 8 was just too good to pick one moment from, especially when looking at this moment between Arya and Jaqen H'ghar.
The character of Jaqen has been shrouded in mystery all season long.
When Arya names him as her final death toll, we see how deeply bonded he is to his word. It makes us all the more curious about this weird silent killer, and how he will play into the plot in later seasons.
Number 6. I don't want to marry the Frey girl.
Sorry, Your Grace. You told me of your problems and I blathered on.
I don't want to marry the Frey girl.
From Episode 8, The Prince of Winterfell.
It's always interesting to see what the writers come up with when deviating from the novels.
The relationship between Robb and Lady Talisa, who is renamed from the book's Jane Poole, is only mentioned in the novels, so the scene where the two admit their feelings for one another was completely crafted for the purpose of the television show, and we think it blends in perfectly.
In a world where wars, killing, and treachery are always abundant, we're real suckers for moments of pure and innocent love.
Also, we couldn't stop quoting Robb Stark, and we're in the process of making a meme.
I don't want to marry the Frey girl.
Number 7. Cersei and Sansa in the Red Keep.
Tears aren't a woman's only weapon. The best one's between your legs.
From Episode 9, Blackwater.
For a favorite moment, we were tempted to pick all of George R.R. Martin written episode Blackwater, because it was undoubtedly the best episode of the entire season.
A large-scale battle, massive explosions, the coolest CGI effects we've ever seen on television.
Cersei getting drunk, God, all of it was awesome. Here we see how truly afraid Cersei is.
She feels she should have been born a man, and of course is powerless to change it.
Number 8, fuck the king.
Fuck the king's guard. Fuck the city. Fuck the king.
We've seen snippets of redeeming qualities in the Hound, but up until now we weren't sure how we felt about Sandor, nor sure where exactly his loyalties lied.
Fuck the king said it all, and we see there is a human being underneath a violent sociopath. We're super excited for the coming storyline in Season 3. Number 9, let's go kill them.
There's our brave men knocking at our door. Let's go kill them!
When Tyrion Lannister gave us his pre-war speech, we could feel our hearts swelling with pride.
Since Tywin named Tyrion Hand of the King at the end of Season 1, we've been rooting for our favorite imp, and almost every Tyrion moment has been better than the last.
When Tyrion yelled, "There are brave men out there," we cheered and wished we could march off with him.
Blackwater is definitely our favorite episode, because it contains our favorite scenes, numbers 7, 8, and 9. Number 10, every single moment of episode 10, the season finale, Valar Morghulis.
Dracarys.
Damn you, HBO, for writing such a good season finale. This year's wow factor topped Season 1's with a bang.
It may seem nuts that a show can be lauded for being so realistic when it contains things like dragons, zombies, and magic, but this episode truly converts us all to believers.
We can't pick a favorite scene from this episode, but maybe you can. Let us know your all-time favorite scene from Game of Thrones Season 2. Leave it in the comments section below and feel free to hit that like button. Season 3 of Game of Thrones premieres April 2013, 11 months from now. We're all gonna have to endure a long, hard summer, but don't worry, winter is coming, and with it, Season 3 of Game of Thrones.